Hello everybody, welcome back to Scrappy Adam and welcome back to 30 Days of Sketches with Christie's Beautiful Life. We're on to day 7 and today's sketch is this one. We have a 12 by 12 with a 4 by 6 and a title, and up here it says pop up cutout circle, and then we've got some shapes drawn as well. Today's sketch comes from Maggie Crowley Miniker at Papers to Pages on YouTube. So that is the sketch, which I'll just put to one side. As you can see, I have done some prep. I have already cut out a shape and I've cut out a star. So I think that's one of the biggest tips you can ever give when using sketches to give you a creative boost in scrapbooking is you don't need to take things literally. Just because there is a circle and it says circle on the sketch doesn't mean that you need to use a circle, because that's limiting your creativity, and I'm sure Maggie or whoever it is that has created a sketch is not intending to do that. It's basically there to kickstart your creativity. So if you want to do a star or a hexagon or a circle or a square or a whatever you want to do, go for it and make it work for you. So I have done a star and I have used a paper from Vicky Boutin's Fernwood because we're using a picture of Vicky Boutin and myself. This was on the cruise last year, and what I've done is I've taken three elements of this sketch. I've taken the pop-up cutout shape. So you will see that my star is stuck up on foam. So I've got all this, and I love the way that it gives that shadowed effect, like the 3D effect. I've also taken out this idea of a shape, and I've actually used hexagons like it is on the sketch, and I've used some paper from Colour Study. You will see that this is more of an autumnal collection. Fernwood Colour Study is more of a bright, in-your-face, colour arty collection, but they work together beautifully, and that is the wonder of Vicky. I love the fact that they are so different, yet they do work, and I love the combo of shapes. So we've got a big star, a giant star, which I did cut out on the Cricut, with the hexagons, and the cutout star from this paper I will be using on another layout soon, so keep an eye out for that. And yeah, I just love the hexagons and all the colour. I have also taken the 4x6 photo. Mine is 4x5. I decided to trim it down a little bit, but we are switching it up a little bit, sort of going this way but down-ish. So this sketch certainly inspired this layout in a big way. You'll see that I've already been through some ephemera just because it's a bit mumble-jumbled in terms of Vicky. I've got a huge box full of Vicky Boutin stuff, so I just needed to focus and get through some of that. And then I also have a ton of stuff. We've got loads of Colour Study stickers. I don't know why, but I've ended up with three part used 6x12 sticker sheets and 2 brand new ones, so I put them all in one pile. We've got some chipboard from Colour Study. We have got some other Vicky Boutin stickers. These are a mix of collections. Then we've got a ton of Vicky Boutin chipboard, from Let's Wonder to Colour Kaleidoscope and Wildflower and Honey and Storyteller. And I've also got Print Shop chipboard, Print Shop puffies, and Colour Study sticker book and mini puffy stickers. I can't imagine I'm going to use much of that because I pulled out quite a lot of embellishments, and it's going to be quite a quick layout really. I think the biggest takeout from this video, this layout, is to take a sketch in your own direction and don't take it too literal, because that is not what a sketch in scrapbooking terms is about. It's about putting your own spin on it and doing what makes you happy. Now I'm using some arty elements from Colour Study. And I think that works with the photo because we're on a scrapbooking cruise. We're in the scrapbooking room, I think, at this point. Don't think we were in... No, yeah, we're in the scrapbooking room. And I just figured, it worked. So that's why I'm using it, and I love it. I have already used one of them before, but that is okay. I'm going to add a little bit of foam tape there, just because the circular element is hanging over the edge, so I don't want it to get ripped. I want it to sit there very nicely. So we're just going to add a little bit of foam there. If I can get the backing off, that is. It's so tricky. There we go. So that's going to go there. So that is now rested nicely. And I am also going to use some butterflies. What do butterflies have to do with this page? Absolutely nothing. Do I care? No. Do they make me happy? Yes. And Vicky loves butterflies, hence why you will see them in all of her collections. So it kind of has relevance to my photo based purely on who is in the photo. And that's good enough with me, to be perfectly honest. So we're using the butterflies today. So I'm just going to add them there. I'm popping a foam dot there so that we can have the butterflies sort of sticking up like so. And the same with this yellow one about there. So it's a very 3D layout today and I love it. Now you will see that I also have one of these flowers from Colour Study. I was a bit obsessed with these and got about 6 packs of them. And I still have a couple left. So you can pull up the flowers. It's all separated. There's a bit of a stitched patch in the middle. I love them. So I'm going to pop one of these here as well. So that is a really simple cluster, all about layering. Starting with the base paper, adding in an additional shape, and then all of this. And it's a big mix of stuff, but it works. Now, of course, Vicky is all about doing all the things, hence that title piece there. And I think that works. It was my first cruise, first scrapbooking cruise, first sort of crop sort of retreat, first time meeting Kathy, first time meeting Vicky. So I can do all the things at that precise moment in time. Seemed fitting. And then down here, it's all about layering. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do what I do quite frequently. And that is, we are going to use all of our elements and build our cluster before we actually put it on the page. And if you struggle with layering, for me, I would say that is a really good tip. Start with your photo and just layer some bits and pieces on. Just see how it goes, really. See what fits there, see what you like, have a play about, move things around, and just have a bit of fun seeing what different textures and colours you want to use before you actually stick your photo to your layout. So I'm going to use one of these paper clips. These are stitched from Print Shop. And I'm just going to stick that, well, I've actually clipped that onto there. And then we're going to bring this to about there. So we're going to have quite a large cluster there. And then these pieces are from Colour Study. Now I was going to use this just for a bit of colour. I think we will do that. I have quite a lot of Colour Study ephemera. I've got the equivalent of 3 packs left, I think, all partly used, because certain elements I loved more than others and I've used quicker. So I don't mind using a little bit like to fill that gap there. And then we're going to pop that there, and then finally we've got our little tab. I'm definitely on a stash busting phase, which feels wonderful to be pulling out all these old collections, and they're not even that old really, are they? We have so many new collections being thrown at us constantly that sometimes it's hard to keep up. Like, we're already, since colour study, we've had Fernwood, Sweetrush, Evergreen and Holly, Where to Next, and probably more. I've probably missed some. We have, of course, got the return of Chamel, Paige Evans, Heidi Swap, and it's never ending. And sometimes, I don't know about you, but it's a little bit overwhelming because you want it all and you can't have it all. So pulling out some of your favourite old collections is good. So you can see we've built this up and I've still not even looked at this in terms of where we're going to put everything. And we've got an enamel sticker, we've got a paper clip, we've got a 3D flower, we've got a tab, we've got a journaling spot that's just used for a corner, we've got a flower, we've got a large piece, we've got a small piece, and then all you need to do is bring in your actual page, and you can see that that fits perfectly there and almost finishes the layout really. However, what I am going to do is bring some foam tape, because of course it's a heavy piece, and because all of this is stuck up on foam, I don't want it to fall. As soon as I put that on there, it's just going to fall in on itself, which we don't want. So I'm just going to pop a little teeny tiny bit of foam there as well. And let's bring a little bit more in here. That should do it, I would say. Don't need that there. Okay. Just going to pop that bit there. So now it's just a case of ripping off our foam tape and having a look at our stickers, see if there are any other scattering pieces we'd like to use. And then that's a layout done. That is day 7 done. How are we over a week in already? Crazy, crazy, crazy. So we're going to add some adhesive here as well. And then let's get this cluster on here. Okay. Love the way that looks. Look at that. Don't love the picture of me, but that's fine. Okay. So really that is us complete with the sketch as far as I'm concerned. We've got this bit and we've got that bit. We have used a star. We haven't got a lot of white space, but I think, and I have covered some of the points, well, one of the points. I think you can still tell though it is a star shape, can't you? So I'm not worried about that. It's now a case of seeing if there are any other elements we want to use from our stickers. Let's see. So we've got this sticker that says good, good. I'm going to pop that up there. We've got a Vicky handwriting, love this. Don't think we need that, to be honest, actually. We've got a little ticket that says smile a lot. I'm going to layer that in here with the enamel and the pencil, which says making the world more colourful. And then let's have a look. I can do all the things we've got in a smaller version here. This, which I've cut in half, we've got a smaller version. That is also a smaller version. And when I say smaller version, I mean of the ephemera pack, of course. Got a bulldog clip, which I'm going to pop there. And then we've got some paint splotches. So let's bring a couple of those in on the white. I love these just for adding a little pop of detail. Like so. We've also got some gold dots. So I'm going to use these gold dots a bit like I would use enamel dots. So we've got 3 there. Let's have 3 up here. And let's have 3 up here. Nice and simple. And I think that's me ready to call this layout done. I don't need journaling because I have scrapbooked this photo or a similar photo already. But I still wanted to scrapbook this one because I'd already printed it. So that is going to be for this sketch, which is complete. And I'm really happy with how that has turned out. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I will be back tomorrow for day 8 of 30 days of sketches, and don't forget to check out everybody else playing along. Just click on the playlist to which this video has been saved and you will see everybody else's videos pop up like magic. And don't forget, mix your collections. Mix your collections within manufacturer or designer, so Vicky Booting collections. We've got 3 different collections on this layout. We've got Colour Study, Fernwood and Print Shop. But equally, mix your collections between manufacturers. A bit of Page with a bit of Vicky and a bit of Simple Stories works amazingly. And use sketches to start your creativity, but don't allow them to stifle it. Because I was really struggling with the circle and I don't know why. Which is when I decided to move away from the circle, and here we are with a star. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.